Have you ever walked into a networking event, energized and ready to make real connections? Maybe you've spent days preparing, practicing your introduction, researching attendees, and bringing your best ideas. You step in, ready to make things happen. But after hours of conversation, you leave with a stack of business cards and vague promises. No deals, no next steps. For many women, this is a familiar story. Take Sarah, a marketing manager, who spent an evening connecting with industry leaders, only to receive polite follow-up emails and LinkedIn requests, but no concrete offers.
Meanwhile, in the same room, men like David are shaking hands, signing contracts, and walking out with new partnerships. At one recent tech mixer, a group of men closed a software deal over drinks, while women nearby exchanged cards and promised to circle back. The difference isn't about preparation or ambition. Women are just as ready and driven. The real issue is the unspoken rules of networking that favor men, making it harder for women to get immediate results. By understanding why this happens and hearing stories from women like Sarah and men like David, we can start to change it. This essay explores why the gap exists and how we can close it, so everyone has the same shot at success. Both men and women arrive at networking events with clear goals and high ambition. They prepare, strategize, and set out to make meaningful connections.
Sarah, a marketing manager, told me, "I go to every conference with a list of people to meet. I do my homework. I'm here to do business." Yet, the outcomes are different, and the gap is striking.
A man might leave saying, "I secured a new partnership." In fact, studies show men are 2.5 times more likely to close a deal on the spot. A woman might say, "I had a great conversation. I'll follow up tomorrow." For many, that follow-up leads to weeks of waiting or no response at all.
The man leaves with a deal, the woman leaves with a task, and no guarantee. Over 60% of women report feeling overlooked at these events. This difference slows women's career progress and is a common frustration.
Mark, an entrepreneur, said, "I get a verbal agreement in 5 minutes. My female co-founder gets told to send a proposal for the same idea."
Ambition and preparation aren't always enough. The event environment creates invisible barriers. Women bring their best, but don't always get the same opportunities for immediate action. We need to examine the structure of these events to understand the persistent imbalance. It's time to ensure women's efforts are met with real opportunities. Let's look closer at why this happens. Research consistently highlights a deal-making gap at networking events, with both men and women experiencing it in different ways. Studies show men's conversations are often more transactional, leading to immediate deals, while women's are more relational, sometimes delaying business outcomes. Men frequently leave with signed agreements, women with promises of follow-ups.
Maria, a tech founder, recalls, "I pitched my startup to an investor. He said, 'Let's schedule a call.' Minutes later, I saw him shake hands with a male founder and say, 'Send me the paperwork.'"
Emily, a consultant, adds, "Men ask about my rates on the spot. With me, it's send your portfolio. It's always an extra step." Mark, a male entrepreneur, shares, "I've noticed I'm often trusted right away, while my female colleagues have to prove themselves repeatedly."
This extra step delays women and puts the burden on them to prove their value again, while men often get immediate trust. These patterns aren't just unfair, they're bad for business, causing companies to miss out on great ideas and talent. The numbers and stories from both men and women are clear. The system needs to change. Recognizing this gap is the first step. Now, it's time to move from awareness to action. Why does this happen? Why do women so often leave networking events with a list of follow-ups, while men walk away with deals already in motion? It comes down to 3 main reasons: access, perception, and the follow-up trap.
First, access. Many key business conversations happen in exclusive, informal settings, private dinners, golf games, after-hours drinks, where women are rarely invited. This limits women's opportunities to build trust and rapport, making it harder to get in the room where decisions are made.
Second, perception bias. A man who's direct is seen as confident, a woman as pushy or aggressive. So women often soften their approach, but this can backfire. making them seem less decisive or committed. Third, the follow-up trap. Conversations with women often end with, "Email me," while men get meetings booked on the spot. For example, a woman at a tech conference might be told to follow up by email, while her male counterpart gets a calendar invite immediately. This extra step puts the burden on women to chase opportunities, and often those emails go unanswered.
These hidden barriers, limited access, biased perceptions, and the expectation of follow-up shape every interaction and make it harder for women to close deals. Understanding these forces is crucial. The problem isn't individual women, it's the structure. By addressing these issues, we can create a more level playing field. Change starts with awareness and action. Let's break down these barriers together. The future of business depends on it. Knowing the challenges is important, but overcoming them is even more powerful. The direct ask is one of the most effective strategies for turning conversations into real opportunities. Instead of waiting for follow-ups, clearly state what you want in the moment. For example, say, "I'm excited to work together. Can we schedule a call next week?"
Propose a specific outcome. "This partnership sounds promising. How about a small pilot project next month?" Suggesting a clear, manageable step makes it easier for others to say yes. The direct ask helps you avoid the follow-up trap. Secure the next step before leaving the conversation. I used to leave with promises to email. Now I say, "Let's put something on the calendar before we go." My results have changed completely.
Being direct leads to real, immediate progress. It's not about being pushy. It's about being clear and confident. Practice makes it easier and more effective. The direct ask is a game changer for closing the deal. Sometimes, follow-up is unavoidable, but it's also your best chance to stand out. Make it purposeful and action-oriented. Set a clear intention for what you want to achieve. A generic, nice-to-meet-you email is easy to ignore. Instead, personalize your message.
Reference a specific point from your conversation to show you were listening, like a shared interest or business challenge. Add value, share a relevant article, resource, or introduce them to someone helpful. Then, make another direct ask. For example, request a short call to brainstorm solutions. Don't end with, "Let me know if you want to chat." Be specific. Propose a concrete action. Are you available for a call Tuesday or Thursday to discuss ideas? A strong follow-up creates momentum. Take the example of Maya, who secured a partnership by referencing a shared goal and suggesting a next step. If you don't get a response, follow up again with a polite reminder. "Just wanted to gently follow up. I'm still interested in our conversation."
Persistence and professionalism show you're serious. Every connection can become a business relationship with the right follow-up. Make every interaction count. Changing old patterns is a collective responsibility, and it starts with all of us. When one woman breaks through, she paves the way for others and inspires more voices to join the conversation. Sharing stories and strategies builds a supportive, collaborative community.
Men play a crucial role as allies. Speak up when you see imbalance and include women in key conversations.
Companies and organizers must design inclusive networking events, train attendees on unconscious bias, and invite feedback from all participants. Structured sessions and intentional design ensure everyone gets access to decision-makers and new opportunities.
Building a fair network means valuing every contribution and seeking out new solutions together.
Let's commit to awareness, action, and amplifying every voice. Every person deserves an equal chance to succeed at networking events. Together, we can create a future where every handshake is a real opportunity. The business world is ready for change. Let's make it happen, one connection at a time. The future of networking starts now.